Hey dancers, right now you are willing to work on your mindset. You are very much willing to maybe change something in you and to be more positive or something like that. But you have no idea really how to start to work on your mindset, even though you heard many things everywhere online, or maybe you already work your mindset, but now you want to be very more focused because you feel like you're going to all over the place. Don't be worried. I have what you need. Hello, creative souls. Welcome to this sanctuary where you can transform your dance and soul and speak your authentic voice. I am Chandini, I am a dancer, and today I'm gonna explain to you how to rewire completely your mindset so that you can manifest everything you want in your dance career, but also in your personal life. So, if you're new here, you can subscribe to this channel. We talk a lot about the reality of a dance career, but mostly how to have your dance career on your terms, to be really feel fulfilled by it and not to be anymore pressured by the industry, by judgment, comparison. And of course, there is 2 videos every week in this channel, and we will talk about that, but also about how to build a strong mindset, how to refer to the law of assumption so that your dance, your life is just what you want. So let's start today with the topic about if you want and you are so freaking ready to start to build your mindset, or if you already started to work a lot on your mindset, but you want to be more clear, more focused, and especially if you want to simplify everything because it's getting too much complicated over in the internet, this video is for you. And here, if you are new, this is my bullshit slapper, and there is a lot of bullshit we are gonna slap today because we want to make our mindset to be more simple, easy, and mostly like we should stop to think that there is something wrong with us, we need to fix it, we need to heal, we need to, become more mature, fuck up. This is all bullshit and we are slapping it today. So, first, I will go through several points like that. It will be very easy and I want to be the clearest as possible in this video. Let's go back again to definition. Always. I know I'm gonna bore you with definition. But even me, I'm working on mindset for a couple of years. I always need to go back to the definition when my mind starts to overthink, to start to bring bullshit and start to argue with me. I always go back to the principle and the main definition because this is where is all the knowledge. And actually, if we want to talk about mindset, we just have to read this definition. It's just a 1-minute video, end of story, gone. But we are human, we argument, we have emotion, so we need to talk a little more about that to be there to answer all the questions like your mind is going to bring anyways. First, mindset. Mindset is really the thought you choose to think all day long, but mostly the one you attach meaning to it and an identification, to the point that it creates your identity that leads to your pattern behavior. So when I mean with identity, again, this is not your personality. Identity is that what do you identify yourself with? You can have the personality of a person who loves to party, who is always joyful, but the identity that's attached to that joyful person is still I am not chosen, or everything gets hard with me and always have to prove twice than others to get what I want. This is an identity. And all the mindset I talk about is not just simply, it's not positive thinking, it's not high vibe all the time and feel the gratitude and bullshit, okay? Bullshit. Because that puts too much pressure on people and there is many moments you are not capable to feel that gratitude, you are triggered, you are emotionally all over the place and I'm telling you like, oh, just feel the gratitude, you just feel telling like, fuck off. So, what I mean about mindset is that it's really how we apprehend life, how we interact with reality, what we decide to think and what we choose for ourselves. This is really mindset. This is where one equal situation, 2 people are going to respond and live it in a completely different way because of their mindset, because they decide how they want to perceive that situation and how much they think they are capable to face that or to completely twist the end of the situation. This is why some people will be positive, some people will be more negative. Simple, okay? All of that it's only linked to the law of assumption. Law of assumption is scientific. It's the quantum physics. It is proved by science. It's like we are not going to debate about gravity the same way we don't debate about law of assumption and the quantum world. We know that the quantum world does not respond to the same law like our macro world with all this with Newton physics. And if you feel like, that feels a little fishy, can I just remind you for 1 second, we are all living in a fucking floating rock in the middle of the universe when there is nothing else than thousands and millions of other floating rock, and we don't even know if the universe have an end, and it's an infinite projection of space. Just with that, you are going to feel that what I'm going to tell you now is way less crazy than that. So law of assumption says that what you believe to be true, what you accept to be true, what you think over and over and over, repetitive thought, inner conversation, how you define yourself, all of that manifest your reality just through your thoughts, just through your imagination in your brain, through this frequency you have inside. Because every thought is a frequency that travels at the speed of light and has energy inside. It's like the radio. It's a frequency radio, okay? So your reality that you experience right now is just following your thought. And before knowing that, all our thoughts were being built in response to the reality, thinking like, oh, the reality is a feedback. That tells me if something is possible or not possible. That tells me how works people, who they are, how the world works, what I need to do, not need to do. You thought that the reality around you was defining the rules, when actually from the beginning, we were the one defining it with our mind. But we didn't know it. So between the age of 0 to 7, where we discover completely everything and all the interaction with this world, since we have not been told that we have any power over it, we just let it decide for us. And we stored everything like data that even became emotional data through our subconscious. And our subconscious automatically is sending back that to the reality like, okay, for example, my parents doesn't understand that I am a dancer, so you keep printing that in your reality over and over because you never question that, and because you keep entertaining this story in your head. This is what do law of assumption. Whatever you assume to be true or believe to be true, or you just repeat over and over, like for example your fear, why finally they happen in your reality? Because you entertain them in your mind. So reality is not an instant feedback. It's a delayed mirror showing you all your assumption, your belief till now. With that said, means we are putting you back and us back in the center of, oh, we are the one deciding. It's just now, right now, the simulation is going on. So we understand that there's going to be a gap between the new thought we are going to choose and what we are going to experience. But at the end, inevitably, in a way of it is inevitable. I'm sorry today, I cannot take it out. There's some days like that, some words they are not coming. So it has to manifest in your reality if you persist consistently in the same thought. There is no choice. It's inevitable. It has to manifest. Okay, now we have the definition. We know what we are doing with mindset. We are literally just manifesting what we want to experience. And what person we want to be, how we want to be seen, that we want to be chosen, that we want that everything works in our favor, that we get everything we want because it's the power given to us. It's like I'm telling you, we got the capability to, I don't know, to have our hands compared to animals and to craft things and do stuff with that. It's given to us, so why not to use it? We are not going to say like, oh no, all the animals, they cannot use, they don't have finger like us, so I'm not going to use my finger. I'm like, no, we are going to use it, okay? So we just didn't know we had this power before. Okay, so now, all science, there is an amazing book about that. If you want any reference book that are very high scientific and very like quantum physics, if you're interested, you can always ask me in the comment below. I will send you those references. So what we are going to do first, okay, we know that. We know mindset. We are like, okay, let's do it. I want to learn this manifestation. I want to do that. Or maybe I want to lock myself more in it because I felt I have been wavering and still I want things to go better. So your practical guide to mindset today is, first we are going to acknowledge. We need to acknowledge the law is real, that your reality right now is not your fault, even though it came from your belief and assumption, you didn't know it worked like that. So there is no use to blame yourself over and over. I have done that. I'm telling you, it leads you nowhere. I just need you to acknowledge, okay, this is what happened. This is how it works. Okay, now I am the apparent power. I need you to acknowledge that. Because there is, and I will be very honest, many things will be easy to manifest. Many things will be just amazing. Like me, manifesting free furniture is one of my favorite things. And even that, there was my mindset coach the other day. She was telling me, like, she just vacated right now. And she said that, oh, I was thinking about all your past stories where you manifested free couch, free fridge, free this, free washing machine, all this stuff, free bed and everything. And she was like, she wanted a specific couch. And she was remembering my stories, and she was thinking like, oh, I should do also to manifest the free furniture. We are all in power to do that. And she did that actually. And she sent me the story this weekend. It was so amazing. So we will all have some facility to certain topic, and I will not lie. And it's not to give you any limiting belief. Some topics are going to be like pain in the ass. So, of course, I'm saying that because in those moments, you will absolutely not feel you are the apparent power. But I swear, we are still the apparent power. We are, but we just need to pass this illusion that is giving us the reality because of a past assumption. So, acknowledge. And just understand that the past is not you anymore. The only things that exist is right now, the present moment. The past is not as solid as you think. The past can be changed. I have done that several times. There is some people who even did it to a bigger level. It's just to tell you, like, now you are in choice, complete control of how you deal also with your past. But understand that past is dead. And now you have to choose the better in your mind to be sure that the future is going to be what you want. So we cannot always recall back to the past. Oh, but that happened, this happened, here, and this and that. You have to let go that past. Really, really. And I know for some topic, for some event, it's going to be maybe harder to you, but I'm really telling you with kindness, like, you will have to cut the relationship with the past. If it's not empowering you, I don't want even you to refer to it. This is what I mean. From now, understand and acknowledge the principle of law of assumption. We are not going to question it. Because this is the problem. Again, this is why I'm going back to the definition. Whatever you will assume to be true and tell yourself over and over is going to be true. So if you keep doubting that the law of assumption works, guess what? The law of assumption still works. Either you believe it or not. So what it is going to do? It is going to portray in your reality like, look, it doesn't work. It is full of bullshit. Because you assume to. So this is what I'm saying. It's like gravity. You believe it or not, it exists. This is not a fantasy. This is really science, and I want to insist on that. Now what we are going to do is start to think in your favor. Whether you have a specific goal to achieve, and really, it's the first video of the series. This series is a practical guide to mindset. I'm going to go little on the general aspect, and each video every week will be very, very specific about all what I'm talking right now, okay? So now we are going to mainly, whatever you have a big goal or big or small goal, we have a specific goal to achieve or nothing specific in mind right now. Anyway, we are going to go general by thinking in your favor. That's going to help a lot. Now you have to see yourself as a person where things always work in their favor. Because maybe for a lot of topic, you may be thinking like, oh yeah, for that I have facilities. But for this, my God, it's a pain. Or I'm not lucky with money. Or I'm not lucky, I always get some problem with one student. Or I'm not well integrated in the dance industry. Or with my peers, there is too much competition. Like, we don't give a fuck anymore. Now we are going to say that no matter what, everything is going to work in your favor. You have to start to think like that. Your mind, your ego mind that want to protect you because he is afraid. And this is, he exists for that. It's like if I light up a lighter, and you tell me like, oh, but the fire burn. Yes, it's meant for that. So either you use it to light up your candle, but of course if you put your fucking hand, it's gonna burn. This is what it is created the lighter for, to create fires. See how you use it. Depend on you. Exactly the same for your ego mind. Your ego mind is created to do one job: contradict you and make you go back in something familiar. So you will see that right now, let's say your baseline is here. You will start to work mindset. Or if you are new here, let's say that your mindset is already there. Is there. But if you're not new here, you have been with me for a couple times, or you're already aware of mindset, maybe your baseline is more up. No matter where is your baseline, your brain will want to go back. Make you go back to a lower baseline, something familiar. So even if you feel like, okay, you are growing, your ego will want to pull you back a little down. Not from the beginning, but from the next one before. It is his job. Don't get angry at him. He will never shut up. I thought wrongly that because we do mindset, they shut up. They won't shut up. So it's up to us to tell them like, okay, I see you, but no thank you. And you have to start to be that person with favorable belief. Again, disclaimer. You will believe when you will experience it 1, 2, 3 times. We don't need you right now to believe shit. We need you. It's not that you will try to convince yourself. It's not that you will choose to return to this favorable thought as the new truth, non-negotiable. So we don't negotiate anymore. We don't question that. And when, again, the ego mind come, bring past experience to say like, look, it's not really true. Look what happened before. It is your responsibility to say, yes, but now we choose differently. So because I know law of assumption, whatever I choose over and over and over will manifest. My job right now, no matter what I feel, no matter if I believe it or not, no matter if it looks impossible what I'm trying to do, I'm going to return to that and choose that only. That's all. And this is how you are going to reclaim that power of yours that has been asleep for all this time. We didn't know that. We just thought life is happening to us. But it's happening coming from us, actually. That is a big game changer. And I know that maybe at the beginning or maybe for a couple of years, it could still feel like, yeah, it worked for that, but this topic, I don't know, because we are still dealing with some resistance. But again, more we are raising our baseline, more we feel like, I know I manifest, so I'm going to sort out this shit. It's like we are not going to react really in the same way, even though we are going to get challenged. But we'll be trained to do that. So it will become a new automatism in you to perceive things differently and do this work and all of that. If you want to ask me how long I have to do this mindset, I'm going to tell you like lifelong. What do you think? It's not like it's not like you push one button and it works, you got what you wanted, and end of story. It's like, no, it's a lifestyle. And I'm going to talk about that more in these upcoming videos. It will become a lifestyle because you never not manifest. And I need you to hear that again. You are not learning how to manifest. You are manifested your entire life till now. You are learning how to consciously manifest what you want. You believe it or not, you are already a powerful manifester. Just look at your life. It's all a fucking entire manifestation. You just didn't know you were at the origin of that. Because again, we were not told that, so no blame. You are already manifester. You believe it in the law or no? The law believes in you. To say that it's there. You believe it or not, the sun is going to rise tomorrow. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. It's there. It's science. You cannot do anything about it. So either you start to learn how to consciously manifest and get in control of this fucking power and get what you want, either you will be a victim of your life and you can blame anyone and everything else on this planet. Unless you do this work, it's going to manifest without you being aware of it. So the first ever things I'm telling you, and that should be done when we start mindset, or if you want a big reset because you are being manifesting things, you were happy and all of a sudden you are starting to fall back in your old pattern and you just feel blurry. Self-concept. We always go back to that. And I'm not saying that self-concept will solve everything, because definition. Self-concept is all the belief and identification you have about yourself as you individually, plus all your interaction with everyone outside, money, situation, and everything. An example where self-concept can be tricky, why it works for some people in certain way, why it works differently for some people in another way, just because of the belief that's there. Very simple. Self-concept is, there is some people who have shittiest self-concept. Very low. They don't have any trust in themselves. They think they're ugly. They think they're stupid. They think they're useless, that no one will want them, not even want to talk to them. They're useless. This is the lowest self-concept. So, of course, there, we know we start from zero. So everything is there to build. Where it's tricky is when people already have a good self-concept, like me, but they did not realize they have assumptions towards some experience, some other people, some specific topic. Example, let's say you have a good self-concept. You think like you are a very good person, like you are very talented in your dance. You see, you are very talented in your dance. You are a good dancer. You are very creative. What you do, it's amazing. You have a good self-concept. But maybe you also have the belief that, yeah, but I'm never chosen for a festival. It has nothing to do with your self-concept. I mean, this is where it's tricky. It's about you have a specific belief toward one specific thing. So even though you have the best self-concept in the world, you need also to solve that belief regarding that thing. So maybe you will say, yes, okay, I am thinking that I'm not chosen. You can start to upgrade your self-concept with, I am always chosen. But then maybe, this is why I'm saying it's important. Maybe you have chosen for all the festival, except that one you fucking want so much for many years. This is your dream festival. And you're chosen for all other festival, but not this one. So now, just working your self-concept is not enough. You will need to also change your perception of this event, the belief you have and the assumption you have about this event, these specific things. But as the basic ground, when you start mindset, self-concept is a good thing because it helps us to see already where we are with our self-concept. Because sometimes you will see like, I believe that I have this assumption that maybe people don't trust me much, or they will always be like this, like that. So it's general, but it helps you to already sort out a lot of things. And when you start in your self-concept to include that affirmation and that new belief, that new assumption of I'm always lucky, that will work for a lot of topics, and even the one you didn't thought about, because it will work like a general, like a general thing. So we call that umbrella affirmation, but it works like generally on many topics, and it's gonna already help because, again, we will introduce the notion of we have to have affirmation, but affirmation is not a magic tool. It's just replacing consciously your thought with a new thought. This is why we call it we affirm. But actually, what you are just doing all the day long till now is you are fucking thinking. Thinking is an affirmation. So you are affirming something in your mind when you are thinking. So now we are going to replace that. This is why we call it affirmation. So now, instead of thinking all the bullshit and worry about this and that in your life, you're just going to choose to think instead of that and replace your thought by, I'm always lucky. I am always lucky. Fuck, I'm always so lucky. How I got so lucky? I'm always lucky. I am really so lucky. I'm always lucky. I don't know how I always get lucky. You know? Because you will naturally be thinking that when you're a lucky person. When something good happens, you will naturally be thinking like, oh my God, I'm so lucky. Yes, of course I'm lucky. Oh, I'm always lucky anyways. Or if something looks not going in your way, a lucky person will be thinking like, I don't care anyways, I'm lucky. This will change. This is weird. Like, no, anyways, I'm always lucky. This won't happen to me. No. There must be a mistake. There must be a bug somewhere. No. It's fine. So this is why you are training yourself to think in a different lens and perspective. This is how you recode. So first, if now you are really motivated to work your mindset, I'm telling you that, okay, let's first check your self-concept. See all the things you believe about yourself. With you as alone, plus with you, with the world and money and these people and that people and opportunities and all of that. Do you think you're lucky? Do you think you are a trustable person? Do you think like people take you seriously? Do you think that, for you it's easy to have money? Do you think that, I always need to explain myself because no one understands me? All of that is self-concept. So you can start, again, a small list and get to see that, okay, where are you right now? And you will see that, that is not really in my favor. So everything that doesn't look like in your favor, or anything you don't want to be true and anymore portrayed in your reality, we have to flip it to the opposite. So for example, I'm not lucky with money becomes I am lucky with money. Or, oh, I always have to struggle or work twice to get the same result. No, now everything is easy. I don't need to work hard and I still get all the result and even better. You see, you just switch it to the opposite belief. And you can use, like I said, like things very general, like I am always lucky. Everything is always in my favor. I always get what I want. This is a self-concept. There is a lot of people who always think like that. I mean, like, didn't you ever heard those people saying like, or you will be asking them like, how they always manage, they always get what they want, or that girl, you know, she always get what she wants, the guys always pay for her, she always get the guy she wants, and she keep throwing them, and she take a new one. How the fuck they are doing that when you feel like maybe you're struggling? Because they have this self-concept. They think like, I can get any man I want, I can do what the fuck I want, I always get what I want. Oh, there is always a guy paying for me. Like, what? A guy not paying for me? What the fuck? You need, it's whole belief. And this is what I'm telling you. This is why everyone has a completely different experience of life. Because we all have a different fucking belief. This is why something that feels normal for you is maybe not for someone else, and the opposite. So check your self-concept right now. And next week, we are going more in detail about all of that. So thank you very much for watching and being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. If you think it can be useful to anyone, you could share this video. You can like it. If you have any question, any concern, please join me in the comment section. Drop your question and I promise I will answer to you. So meanwhile, I wish you a very good weekend and see you again next week.